everyone. Welcome to the first matchup. And we have a little extra spice to this game tonight. This is the first game of the NBA Cup for each of these teams.
Well, with only 4 games in the group stage, they have to get off to a good start. This is a big game for both teams in the Cup. And, of course, this game counts in the regular season as well.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Johnson is in the front court alongside Gordon. Jamal Murray is out there with Clark. And it's Jokic in at the center position. Now here's Murray. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Pelicans. He was a non-vet. Carter, that's good.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
And that begins what should be a terrific battle between these teams.
Here's the Magician. He had 35 points last game out.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
Johnson kicks to Murray. Carter for 3. Rebounded by Kamare.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Avdia, the pass to the Magician. From outside the arc. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Clinton with the steal. Holiday looking for an opening. And stolen by Murray. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Clinging with it, Jokic defending. Jokic with the steal. To the middle. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
To the wing on the left. Outside Holiday. From deep. Jokic grabs the miss. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Stolen by Avdia. Here's Kamara. Here's the Magician. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And 2 teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year. But they played each other to a draw.
Now, here's Jokic. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Murray. 4 on the shot clock. And that one was clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. He goes on Donovan Clinton.
I'd like to see Murray getting inside and getting physical. He needs that hard-charging attitude.
And so Murray nails both of them. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never wanted to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to the Magician. Holiday against Murray. 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get on top. And slam dunk by Kamara.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop. He's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Murray. Gordon the pass to Jokic. And Clingan pulls it down.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Here's the Magician. Step back by Carter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Holiday against Murray. The shot by Holiday, no
what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can give a guy like him that good look.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Trailblazers trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Really left alone that time. 8 points for the Magician.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
From T. Johnson, the rebound by Holiday. Portland strong, 2-4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Basket counts.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here is Carter. Last time out he had 38 points. It's rebounded by the Magician. Pass to Kamare. He's looking for Klingon and finds him. That one doesn't go. Good defense by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. Carter on the way, guarded by Holiday. Puts it up. And it's Carter missing. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Holiday. Pass to Avdia. A three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that position.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And we've got our NBA Fright Night. Halloween, Greg. How about this? Some people love to go to the haunted houses. Some people like to stay home and give out candy. What about you?
Yeah, well, sometimes we've got to watch some haunted games, right? And some of these teams right now are playing some scary basketball.
Chance to check out some stats for Gordon. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
Well, when so many teams get smaller when they go to the bench, he actually gives them more size oftentimes.
Now, here's Avdia. Avdia with a screen for Holiday. Pass to the Magician. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Stolen by Avdia. Here's the Magician. There's the 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Carter outside. Gordon with one around. Another three for Denver.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial two-year WNBA run from 2000 to 2002. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
Unreal! Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Portland trailing here. The Magician passes to Holiday. And here's Avdia, and stolen by Gordon. The drive by Jokic. And there's the call on the Magician. That is his first foul in the game. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Jeremy Grant comes in for Tamani Kamara. Shaden Sharp's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Damian Lillard in for the Magician. Big group substitution here for Denver. Valanciunas is checked in for Jokic. Peyton Watson comes in for Aaron Gordon. Christian Brown's checked in for Johnson. Hardaway is subbed in for Carter. Hardaway, no good. Portland's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter. Outside Williams. Pass to Grant. Shot clock at 5. Now, here's Sharp. And he's good on the three ball.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Lillard against Murray. On the wing, Hardaway. Brown, the bounce pass. Murray outside. And stolen by Sharp. Pass to Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare
Take a break.
situation.
Take a break.
Seems like there's
2
been
shots.
a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
And that one falls for Williams.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
And he can't hit the second. And Tim, it came out this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes. And with franchise values skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
And that one's good. Lillard. And we'll get a look at how the hustle step game has been going for the Trailblazers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And that one is good. That's an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays really help team chemistry.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, the Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Kevin, back over to you.
Sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie. Grant up top. Covered by Brown. Grant kicks to Lillard. Here's Sharp. Kept alive. And it's Williams with the jam.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big league.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Valanciunas with a screen on Lillard. And another miss by Denver.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Fires the three. And it's Denver with the rebound. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
To one problem in that game, it was their rebounding. Flat out terrible.
Yeah, you know, it simply comes down to effort. They are out-willed, and that just can't happen.
And so it's Portland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
When you spread the floor and force defenses to close out to the three-point line, it's going to create driving lanes.
So on the floor for Denver. Aiden Watson is out there with Carter. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Pickett in at the point guard position. Now Sharp. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Utah Jazz.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Hardaway against Sharp. Right side Hardaway. Denver needs to get off his shot.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Well, I've seen some crazy things, and that is right up there.
The Magician. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets trail by 13. Pass to Jokic. Here is Carter. And Carter with the dunk.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
Here's the Magician.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
Line for your Trailblazers, number 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill. And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Hardaway. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Yes, that goes in.
He's known for his jump shot, but Hardaway isn't afraid to mix it up inside.
Here's the Magician. He's got 22. Grant with a screen on Clark. Pass to Grant. Shoots the three. Denver grabs the miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Hardaway passes to Pickett. To the inside. Right, you see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
And if you were to assemble a first-team all-second rounders, Jokic would be a shoo-in.
And Jokic drops them both.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
Pass to Grant. And a little over 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. The Nuggets trail by 12. Hardaway passes to Pickett. Now Jokic. Here is Carter, covered by Kamara. This one for three. That one misses. It's his fifth miss. He's made 4 baskets. Sharp the pass to the Magician. Grant outside. Lets it go from deep. And Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. A 12-point game. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Sharp's got 5 points so far.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Watson kicks to Jokic. Over Williams. Jokic, no good. Trailblazers leading by 14. Here's the Magician. He's got 22. Sharp with a screen on Carter. Here's the Magician. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, it's tough to defend those fall-away jumpers. That's about as good a job as you can do.
The Nuggets have hit all 4 of the chances so far in this one.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Taking 2 shots.
2 shots. Max on the first.
First one falls for him. Shots good from the stripe.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
The 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Pickett. Outside Hardaway. Here's Pickett. Jokic's screen. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Grant outside. For three. Harden pulls it in.
He is just struggling right now to find his way and trying to regain his confidence.
Here's Pickett, covered by Kamara. Outside Hardaway. Jokic sets the screen for Hardaway. Over Sharp. Hardaway, no good. Trailblazers leading by 9. Grant, the bounce pass. Pass to Sharp. Here's the Magician, defended by Carter. Here's the Magician. The layup's good off the glass. The Magician's got 24 points.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Let's get crazy for Trailblazers Destiny. Here they come, man. Let's get crazy for Trailblazers Destiny. Here they come, man.
He's checked in for Robert Williams. Avdia comes in for Jeremy Grant. And it's Holiday in for Shaedon Sharpe. The Nuggets trail by 11. Outside Gordon. Pass to Carter. Jokic with the screen on Holiday. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
And stolen by Gordon. Carter on the wing, guarded by Holiday. And it's Carter missing.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Carter against Holiday. Out to the right wing. Here's the Magician. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And that's down 27 points for the Magician.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter. And his team is thriving as a result.
Back to Murray. Gordon the pass to Murray. Now Carter launches it. It's rebounded by the Magician.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
And finished off by Avdia.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Jokic finds Carter. And they get it. Portland grabs the miss. The Magician's got 4 rebounds in the second.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Johnson sends the screen for Carter. That doesn't go either for Carter. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Jazz in Delta Center. Here's the Magician. 27 points for him. Pass to Kamari. No good on the three. The Nuggets trail by 18. Jokic passes to Murray. The steal. Here's the Magician. Kamara with it. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Gordon. We've seen them struggle in the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court, you've got to do it as a unit.
Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for them right now. And good that time.
They've had assists now on their last 3 minutes.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Last 2 minutes, I'm a drop 10. Way down, I'm low, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. Freeze in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes, I'm a drop 10. Way down, I'm low, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. Freeze in your face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see. Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a big squeak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. We down, I'm low, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. Freeze in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. We down, I'm low, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. Freeze in your face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see. Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a big squeak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. We down, I'm
Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Jokic is third.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
There's 1:59 left to play in the first half. Gordon kicks to Carter. Pass to Jokic. Trying to get something going. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
And we're seeing Cam Johnson take his offensive game GA to another level.
Upping his scoring while remaining efficient. Most of the shots coming from long distance, but we can put the ball in the bucket just about anywhere.
And now Alan LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8" Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Outside Holiday. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 18. They get the rebound. Trailblazers shooting 48% of their attempts here in quarter number 2. Here's the Magician. Good on the three-point shot. The Magician's got 34.
Well, he had a solid first quarter, but he is rolling now.
Carter outside. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Over 3. Gordon. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Holiday. Just 3 on the clock. He could go. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be right back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from on the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our participants.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings.
You know, right now for Denver, season is young, but they're coming up. A great team that still has room for improvement, man.
You just hope they can maintain this level of play all season long. They've been a fun team to watch.
Indeed.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Portland Trail Blazers.
How about all the points coming off those bench, man? I'm telling you, when you get that kind of scoring up and down the lineup, you can write your own ticket to wins.
Yeah, complete team effort, and they're playing an entertaining style as well. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. A fantastic game from the Magician in this one.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Portland leading by 21. Holiday out there with the Magician. Then there's Klingon. Then there's Toumani Camara. And it's Avdia in at the court.
Out of bounds.
That's the group on the floor for Portland. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Here's Holiday. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Avdia, and he lays it straight in. Avdia's got the first bucket of the third here for the Trailblazers. Johnson outside. Gordon a screen. Johnson kicks to Gordon. Here's Jokic.
And with every swat, Klingon is earning a reputation as a shot blocker.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Six to shoot. Here's Carter. Cans the shot from the wing. Carter's got 13 points.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And there's the whistle, the legal screen. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Monday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Jalen Williams and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for that game against Miami, that one's going to be game number 9 of the year for them. Really starting to get towards the meat of things by then.
With the block. And he gets it back. Jokic, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Pass to the Magician. Johnson with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 21. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
And how's that? Poor move, the killer crossover.
Timeout.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And there's the one that you prefer watching.
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. Pass to Kamare. Here's the Magician, defended by Carter. They get it again. Clingan. Nice work on the ball. Is paying off with the basket.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop Clingan when he's that close.
Murray for three. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 goals for him.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Murray outside. Feeds away. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray.
Capable of being a very potent scorer. Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
Pass to Clingan. Here's the Magician. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. The Magician's got 39.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
And here's Gordon, defended by Avdia. And here's Jokic. Pass to Cook from outside the arc. Avdia with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 4-6 in the field since the start of the third. Deflects the pass. Here's the Magician. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. Here's Clingan. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Well, despite this lead, he hasn't found the sweet spot yet. It's been mostly sour, actually.
Johnson kicks to Gordon. Outside Carter. And it's Portland with the rebound. Abiel's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Scooped up. Clingan uses the glass to finish the way. Clingan's got 4 points this quarter.
And Clingan uses his size well. It just bullies his way through the defense.
Denver calls timeout. Jim, walk me down the Donovan Clingan pick at number 7 in the 2024 draft. What do you think the thinking was there?
Well, Kevin, I just think people viewed him as a winner, a 2-time collegiate champion, and then most importantly, that rare young big man that wants to play center and anchor the paint.
We're on the lookout for a lot of this man who'd like a free t-shirt tonight. We have a bunch of t-shirts to give away, and we're looking for the loudest fans in the building.
He's checked in for the Nuggets. Now, here's Jokic. Defense is right there. He doesn't hit that one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Sharp. Down low. Here's Clingan. And he uses the glass on the layup. Clingan's got 6 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Shot to stop the run. Here's Murray. It's deflected. Here's the Magician. He's got 39. Pass to Klingon. For Murray. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
I've been really impressed with how intense their defense has been. They are picking up steals left and right, which is disrupting their opponent's rhythm.
The Magician, no good. Denver's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Carter kicks to Murray. Pass to Jokic. And the officials call goaltending to award the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Now Kamara. Pass to the Magician. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting a meager 37% for the game. Now here's Watson. There's a screen by Murray for the three. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Here's the Magician, defended by Carter. Here's the Magician. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. The Magician's got 41.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Carter for three. Gets hauled in by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the middle. Jokic with the steal. Carter with it. Now Avdia defending. Releases. Gordon controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now insurmountable.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Denver's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Carter outside. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Sharp against Murray. Now, here's Sharp. D right on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the Magician. Good work defensively by Carter. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Carter, that's good. Carter's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Let's hear from you. Make some noise for your Blazer dancers.
happened. Williams is checked in for Klingon. Jeremy Grant comes in for Tamani Kamara. And Damian Lillard subbed in for the Magician. Pass to Grant. Portland moving the ball over. Here's Lillard. Now Sharp. Now Grant. Covered by Brown. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Outside Hardaway. Over Sharp. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Lillard plays it up and hands it in. Lillard's got 7 points.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Hardaway kicks to Watson. Brown against Grant. Just 5 on the clock. Hardaway for 3. Rebound by Williams. Trailblazers leading by 21. And here's Avdia. He's got 6. Now here's Lillard. Pass to Sharp. Williams is screwed over. 3-pointer Lillard. Trains it from beyond the arc. 10 points for him.
Downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
There's a minute 40 left in the third. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer, and the jumper is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Lillard. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. And looking at the numbers for Lillard. Last season, he played outstanding, putting up about 25 points per, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Yeah, I agree. The pieces fall into place when he is finding people. The offense looks visibly sharper.
It's the mark. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Off target from outside. Hardaway against Sharp. Hardaway passes to Valanciunas. Brown with it. He has yet to score. Here's Pickett. And it's off from 3-point range. Brown against Avdia. Back to Lillard. This one for 3. Trains the 3-pointer. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Portland. Nuggets shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Hardaway against Sharp. Here's Hardaway. Up top, Valanciunas. And so it's Portland going along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. To this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so here's Denver taking a look at the Nuggets. Up front, it's Gordon and Valanciunas. Then there's Peyton Watson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Pickett in at the point. Here's Gordon. Pass to Watson. Back to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple. And Portland with the ball. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Here's Pickett to the inside. Watson the screen. Here's Gordon. That misses off the backboard. Grant dishes to Lillard. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time. What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Pass to the Magician. It's 3 pointers off the mark. And it's Watson with the ball for Denver. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Outside Hardaway. Gordon with the screen for Hardaway. Outside Gordon. 5 to shoot. Here's Pickett. By Lillard. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
What body control with a defender right in his face. You can't do it any better than that.
And it's Quillen with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Quillen looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
Inside. And the basket by Gordon.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Pass to Quillen. A nice shot by the Magician. 45 points for the Magician.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And the basket by Gordon.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Lillard looking around. Pass to Sharp. It's tipped. Puts up a deep 3. That one doesn't drop. The Nuggets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Now Watson. Gordon kicks to Watson. Outside Hardaway. A 3-pointer off the mark.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Pass to Sharp. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Big group substitution here for Denver. Lillard against Murray. Shot clock at 5. Got it. Good job in the local. Lillard's got 12 points here in the second half.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Carter kicks to Murray. On the wing, Gordon. And the 3 off target.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Johnson the screen. Murray the pass to Gordon. Johnson outside. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And again, Denver no good. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Gordon against Lillard. Over Gordon. And it's Lillard missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Johnson kicks to Murray. Carter outside. Jokic inside. Swinging, covering, and the officials call for a 3-second violation. You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree. And Lillard hits it to go.
Taking what the defense is giving Lillard with an opportunistic shot there.
Murray outside. And it's Jokic in the corner. Carter outside. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Jokic. The Magician passes to Lillard. Shoots it up. A nice shot by the Magician. The Magician's got 47 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now, here's Jokic. Clinging, covering. Pass to Murray from downtown. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
And the backbone of Murray's game is that ability to scorch you from distance.
Lillard outside. Clinging the screen for Lillard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Sharp against Johnson. Pass to Jokic. Jokic a screen. Jacks up a three. And again, Denver with the triple.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
Here's the Magician. Now, here's Grant, defended by Gordon. Grant the pass to the Magician. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Carter. Lob pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Grant with a screen on Murray. Here's Lillard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. Great, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
The free throw drops for Lillard. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of the screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Grant for three. The shot, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Takes a step back. Jokic against Williams. And the layup is good. Jokic has got 5 points now this quarter.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
Murray against Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Grant finds Lillard. Now Sharp. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
Carter outside. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players can understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Pass to Kamare. Here's the Magician. Outside Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Denver grabs the miss. Murray outside. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Trailblazers.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Magician.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
He's got a clear path. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Klingon. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Now, Avdia. Outside Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, good on the triple. Now here's Murray. He's tightly guarded. And so Portland takes this one up by a big margin. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standings.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game, so they're off to a strong start.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, the Magician.